Hi, everyone. Just a quick announcement. We have set the Michigan game time. It'll be 3:30 on BTN. So that's the update there. And Coach Blitter is here and ready to go. So I'll just spotlight her video. And Coach, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine, Brandy. Thank you.
Awesome. We'll have you go ahead and start with some opening statements, and then we'll get to questions.
All right. Well, this is a busy week for us. 3 games basically in 6 days. It's kind of a grind going into the Big Ten tournament here. Just trying to get some of these games made up and games changing all the time and moving around. It's really hard to plan, but we're making the most that we can out of it. Heading this afternoon to play at Maryland. Obviously, Maryland's at the top of the conference, one of the top teams in the country. So we know we have our work cut out for us there. And then we only have 1 day of prep. We get home Tuesday night, have 1 day of prep for Michigan, another top team in the country. And then we have 2 days before we head out to Wisconsin and play them on Sunday. So a very, very busy week.
Thanks, Coach. We'll open up for questions. If you have a question for Coach, please raise your hand in the participant window. Our first question is from Steve Batterson.
How do you deal with that busy week?
Well, we actually took yesterday off, and it really is good for our players because there's no way I could manage their legs for 3 games in 6 days otherwise, plus 2 road games. So it's kind of a lot of travel as well. So we worked on Maryland last Friday and Saturday, so we was able to make it through a little bit quicker. But yeah, I mean, right now it's got to be more about knowing what we're supposed to be doing. I mean, playing screens that we've known how to play since the summer. We learned how to play this summer. We can't go through every play right now. It's going to be more mental preparation than physical preparation, especially with a 1-day scout. And 1 day to play for Michigan. This is our only meeting with Michigan. We haven't met, seen them. And so, I'd rather have 1 day prep for a Nebraska or a Wisconsin, some team that we've already seen before at least once, but not having seen Michigan and having them come off of their stoppage in their play. So, we haven't as many games to scout either from them. So it's really becomes more mental prep, trying to keep confidence high, going through this tough stretch and just keeping their energy in their legs.
Thanks.
Ben?
Yeah, this has been a team that hasn't really relied on its bench too much throughout Big Ten play. Do you expect to be relying on those players more this week with all the games coming up?
I don't know that we're going to be able to change those things. Tommy's been coming in and doing a good job. Megan comes in and rests. Caitlin, Sharon, and Logan have come in at the 4 and the 5 position. And we've been going about 9 deep, and that's what we'll continue to go.
Jeff?
Yeah, just to kind of take us through the process in the way in which this game was added and the Indiana game was moved.
Well, I wish I knew that completely how it was, because originally I thought we were going to play Indiana on Sunday and Maryland next Wednesday, but it's not just us, and that's what's hard to understand sometimes is there's so many moving parts to other games being tried to make up. So basically with us going on Tuesday, it moved we couldn't play on Sunday and then play on Tuesday and Thursday. So that game got moved to next week, which was supposed to be a bye for us. So then we have that opportunity to play Indiana on Wednesday, and then we're moving our Nebraska game from Friday to Saturday. Am I saying that right? Yeah. From Friday to Saturday, so we have a little bit more time in between there. But we kind of knew that going down the line that with all the stoppages of play, that we had this the last 2 weeks, we only had 1 game scheduled each week by all Big Ten opponents, just so we would have some opportunity to make up games.
Ben?
Yeah, talk to me about the team's morale after the past 2 wins.
I mean, I think it's good. I haven't been able to fault their morale all year, though. I think they're a great group of women that stay positive and focused and come to practice and learn from losses and enjoy wins and try to learn from the wins too. So I think the morale is really good on our basketball team.
Thank you.
John?
What is this like as a coach and with the changes in the schedule and all that? I mean, is it just something that you just had prepared yourself through at the beginning of the season that, hey, this is going to happen? What is this like from a coaching aspect?
Yeah, we've never lived through anything like this ever before. But I think at the beginning of the season, we knew that we were going to be facing changes and we had to adapt to them. And we've just tried to emphasize that to our team is we have to be flexible. We have to, adjust as things are thrown at us. And I think it's really good preparation for life for our players. I think the people that have had to work the hardest are our director of ops, who's had to change and rechange over and over and over again our plans. And also, Coach Fitz, who does a lot of our scouts, helps us with scouts. She's done this Maryland's game I don't know how many times. She's had to have it prepared the first time and now re-prepared again. So those people have really put in some extra time this year for sure.
Jeff? Jeff, you're on mute.
Okay, I'm off again. Tell us about the challenge that Maryland provides offensively. It looks like they've got 5 kids that average in double figures, 13 points a game or more. How tough is that?
It's really good when you're that balanced. Again, it's really hard to focus on 1 or 2 or 3 people even. But when you're, this balanced in your starting lineup with so many people being able to score and their power forward can step out and hit threes. The Harvard transfer was a great get for them because, as an off guard, she is shooting extremely well from 3-point range. And they obviously have a very good point guard as well. So they're explosive offensively. I think, they're one of the top offensive teams in the country, and so are we. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all pans out. But they are very, very explosive offensively.
Any further questions for Coach? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jeff.
I know you probably haven't focused on much yet at all as far as Michigan's concerned, but just what, from what you've seen from Naz Hillman the last couple of years, what, tell me a little bit about her game and, how good she is.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Naz. She's, we recruited her, went into her house to do her home visit. She's a tremendous young lady as well as a unbelievable basketball player. She's only 6'2", she's undersized, but man, she has always played bigger than what she is. She's an unbelievable rebounder. She has 50 points at Ohio State. She's, she's like Monica though. You give her the ball and she's going to most likely score 2 points. She's like I say, a tremendous athlete, very physical, but just a great kid. That's what's really impressive.
Any further questions for Coach? All right. Thanks, Coach Bluter. Safe travels. We'll have Caitlin Clark followed by Tomi Taiwo coming up. Oh, I forgot to. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
Congrats on the Big Ten record, 11 Freshman of the Week honors. Thanks for joining us today. Your first question is from John Bowenkamp.
Hey, Caitlin, with this schedule this week, what's it like from a player standpoint? I mean, do you guys like this, getting a lot of games back to back?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're gonna have to be smart with your body, especially this week having 3 games. I think it's 6 days. So, but more than anything, it's a great opportunity for us again. I think we're playing. I think the new rankings came out today, so I'm not sure where everybody's at, but most likely 2 top 10 teams, maybe a little out of that, but just another great opportunity for us to pick up a ranked win or 2. So I think we're really prepared. We're really ready. We're playing great basketball right now. So it should be a really great game, these next 2 games and into Sunday.
Ben?
Yeah, talk to me a little bit about the challenge that you faced with Maryland with all the different scores they have on offense.
Yeah, they're obviously very balanced. All of them can score. Their four will step out and shoot the three. So that always presents a challenge no matter what. But as you saw last game, we can score multiple people too. We had 4 people over 15 points. So it's the number 1 offense versus the number 2 offense tomorrow. So I think it'll come down to who's going to do something else that separates themselves, whether that's defense, taking care of the ball, things like that. So we're both going to put up points. I don't think that's going to be an issue, but it's going to be what's one team going to do to separate themselves in this game.
Jeff?
I know she's not playing a whole lot, but you get to renew acquaintances with Zoe Young tomorrow. Just your thoughts about playing against her in high school and getting to see her again.
Yeah, obviously in high school, it was always quite the battle playing versus not only Zoe, but just Valley in general. That was kind of the big rivalry in the state of Iowa. So it'll be our first time playing each other. And I think more than anything, it's just good for the state of Iowa. It was good we were in high school together playing versus each other. Those games always brought a lot of attention to the sport. So it'll be nice going up against her, but we're focused on going in there and getting the win.
Any further questions for Caitlin? All right, safe travels. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hi, Tommy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. If you have a question for Tommy, please raise your hand in the participant window, and I will call on you. Tommy, your first question is from Jeff Linder.
Hey, Tommy. Not really for tomorrow's game, but just kind of looking ahead to Thursday. You played high school ball with Amy Dilk from Michigan. What was that experience like, and how much you're looking forward to playing against her on Thursday?
Yeah, it was a good experience. High school was fun with her and the whole team. It was a pretty well-skilled and well-rounded team. She's a great point guard, and I feel like we were a good duo in high school, but it'll be fun to go against her on Thursday and just get the win at home.
Steve?
Yeah, tell me, when you've got games coming at you fairly quickly, like the team will have this week, what is the key to kind of getting through that from one to the second to the third game?
Well, it's just about having mental focus for the game ahead of you. It's not thinking, okay, we play Michigan Thursday and we play Wisconsin Sunday. It's focusing on one game at a time and just taking the scout very seriously, as we're going to have only one practice to prepare for Michigan in between Maryland and Michigan. But we were just focusing on Maryland coming straight from this weekend and just taking one game at a time is our main goal.
How about physically? What's the biggest challenge with that quickness and turnaround?
Well, yesterday we had an off day, so coach recommended that we just really stay off our feet and do as well as we can just to either stay in bed, just relax both mentally and physically, because this is going to be a long 10-day stretch of just basketball. So just staying off your feet when you have the off day and just being mentally focused by watching film when you can lay down and not have classes, obviously.
Thanks.
Any other questions for Tommy? Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the Amy Dilk thing. So were you the point guard? Was she the point guard? How did that work when you guys were at Carmel?
So Amy was basically the primary point guard, but sometimes when she'd either be out, I could move to the point guard position, but I was more of like shooting guard and we just play off each other.
Anything else, Jeff?
Just how good was that team? What was it like? I know you guys were really, really successful. Just, kind of take me back through your high school days a little bit. Yeah,
well, I think after we had 4 people on that team, I think that went D1 that year. So, as you can imagine, that team was pretty stacked. I think we won sectional championships. Well, I was only there 2 years, so 2 years in a row, and then we went to the regional championship too. We weren't able to get past one team, I think, both years. But yeah, every year we were only losing like 3 or 4 games. So it was a good team for sure.
Anything else, Jeff? Great. Awesome. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate your time and safe travels.
Thank you.
Thanks for your coverage as always. Lord, I can't speak. And we'll probably see you tomorrow.